Ready? Crisman Show! Crisman Show!
It's time for the Sarah Crisman Show.
Gas up the minivan.
Here we go.
It's time for the Sarah Crisman Show!
Hi, I'm Sarah Crisman, and this is The Crisman Show. Today, my guests are RTB2. This is Ryan Thomas Becker, Grady Sandlin. I'm very, very happy to have them here. We've been noshing on some Fuzzy's tacos. So, guys, you have a new EP that just came out. It's called In the Flesh. I looked down here, and it told me. I have my cheat sheet, my quick cheat sheet there. Yes, excellent. They have received much accolades from everyone, really. I mean, anybody who has seen you, I think, has been like, yeah, that's a good show. You guys are all right. Most people. Anybody that I've talked to. Now, tell me a little bit about your EP. You've got some new things and some old things on there, right?
Well, we have a couple newer tracks that haven't been on an album or a release or anything like that, and then we have a couple older ones that we've reworked. The idea behind the EP is that we spent a little bit longer on this, kind of maybe a couple years off and on, and just kind of experimenting with like what the two of us can do, like with overdubs and just more instrumentation, kind of things like that, which is different from our last release, the both of it, which was recorded live in the studio with no overdubs or anything like that. So anyways, that's kind of it. We're really proud of it, and we just had this last weekend was our CD release shows, and one being at Haley's, My Denton Music Showcase, and so, I don't know, that's it. So, anything?
You did well.
Thanks.
Nice job.
Thank you.
I think we're always actually kind of finding something new and then moving it in that direction. You know, we might have like, you know, both be listening to something and decide that, you know, that's what we want to try. Like we want to attempt something like that. But that's sort of what I think works about us is we are. There's not any particular thing that we're going right after all the time. We do want it to have some sort of like rooted something in blues and rock and roll and soul, but not any. There's no like artist I could think of where like we want to sound just like this. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Tell me, Grady, you guys have been playing since you were in high school. Is that correct? Or you knew each other from way back when? Tell me a little bit about. Excellent. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I've been playing with like the same people for a while, maybe from the time I was 13 or 14 till I was 17, and a singer that I was still working with and I wanted to get a new band together. We had my friend, a guy I went to high school with, was going to play bass, and so we were trying out, you know, guitar players, and my friend who I was playing with, Brian, had told me about Ryan, that he had met him at a party at our mutual friend Nate's house. That's Ryan's older brother. And so he just, I think Nate brought him to practice for the first time because he was 15, I was 17, and couldn't drive yet. And he just, you know, came along and was a good guitar player and good singer. And
first band I ever played in was with Grady, and we went through a couple name changes, personnel changes, and that was for about a year and a half, 2 years we played together. And then Grady went on to play with a band called Bag, and then I stuck with the other guy that was in this first band that we had played with, and we kind of kept in touch, but really didn't play any music together for several years, maybe like 3 or 4, something like that. But then all of a sudden, I started kind of working on my own stuff, and then playing open mics and things around the area, and Grady was running sound at a couple of these places. One place in particular was Rubber Gloves over there, and just kind of connected again, became friends again, started showing each other music, and I don't know, just started playing in. I started playing in the band that he was playing in called Sunday Drive, and then RTB2 kind of spawned out of just having these extra songs and kind of living in the same town, and I don't know, just to play more music. It was the excuse to play more music. And then all of a sudden, we had to name the band because we were a band, and then it got weird, and then we were on the cover of the Quick, and that's the end. We quit. This is actually, yeah, this is our last. This last weekend were our last shows, so congratulations, Sarah. No, I'm just kidding. Hi. Okay.
I will be, yeah, that's strategically killing off bands one at a time. That's the Crisman show is here for.
Yeah.
Heck, okay, so who are your favorite Denton artists to play with?
Mine is definitely Delmore Pilcrow. The guy's name is Chris Garver. I just like his approach to songwriting. I think he's got a good band behind him as well. Yeah, totally. That's really good.
I actually haven't seen a band in Denton that you haven't sat in with, Grady. He's percussive all over the place. Boxcar Bandits, and who else have you played with?
Yes. Well, the Slow Burners. We're playing with. It's pretty much this old band that we were playing with, Sunday Drive. Kind of started backing up this guy named George Neal, who used to be in a band called Little Grizzly. He's been around the Denton area for a very long time. Singer-songwriter, played with a bunch of bands. He's kind of the 10 years older plus crowd that you get to know around the area, like a little bit of that. Yeah. Like the Flemmonses and the Bests and the Who Nots and the What Nots and the whatevers. But anyways, they're good people. I can't think of the things. Grady, who do you play with?
I play with the Slow Burners.
Oh yeah.
Our band Sunday Drive, George Neal, and I also play with Boxcar Bandits, and I will occasionally be for hire if I like the music or there's money. Or promises of fame.
Or tacos? Exactly. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. We look forward to when is your next show? You've got something going on in August, is that correct? Well, I know there's one tomorrow night, but by the time you lovely people on the internet get to see it, it'll all be done. We'll all be like having hangovers from that show by then.
Won the Dallas Observer Music Awards.
Yeah, all of them. Every single category. You're gonna sweep them. You got this, kid. You got this.
The next show that I think we have scheduled is a City Tavern show in mid-August. I think the 15th, I believe. We're playing with our friends Here in Arms, Dallas band. It's their album release show, and we'll be playing with them. City Tavern's a great place in Dallas, really cool place.
It's a fun place. Well, great. Thanks, guys, so much. Grady, Ryan, appreciate it. Thank you very much. This has been The Crisman Show. I'm Sarah Crisman.
Crisman Show, it's time for the Sarah Crisman Show. Gas up the minivan, here we go. It's time for the Sarah Crisman Show.